Hello, everybody. Welcome to my channel, baby. I have to share this news with you, okay? Interesting with me saying baby. This guy that you see up here, he is a rapper. His name is Young Thug, and he is in a relationship with R&B singer Mariah the Scientist on the right. I've always felt like this was a fake relationship, but I didn't say too much about it. But I guess what I feel has been confirmed. I'm going to share with you what he recently said about all the rappers in Atlanta, including himself, all take the D. They're taking the penis. Okay. Now, here's the thing. I support men living their truth. If you're into men or you're into men and women and you're honest about it to your partners and all that stuff, then okay. But when you go around pretending to be this straight man, and honestly, I can't even say though that all these women are being fooled. I'm sorry. I had said a few years ago that I felt like a lot of black girls, Gen Z, have been groomed to like black men who are into men and women. I've seen no. Okay, the way that you see these guys dressing, you would never see something like that in the early to mid 2000s. There has been an agenda to make the looks that men you now look men who date men don't always have a look, but sometimes some of them can be flamboyant. Okay, there are just certain things that you necessarily didn't always see straight black men, the way they was dressing, doing their hair, and they have been pushing that in the media and blurring the lines, things that a few years ago you would never see them wearing, they're wearing now. And these young black girls think that it's normal, and they're dating a lot of men who are into men and women. They are also unknowingly dating guys who are on the down low as well. So Young Thug is a rapper. We've heard the rumors for years about the industry, but I think with him it was pretty obvious in my opinion. So like I said, I think that his relationship with Mariah the Scientist is PR. I think that she is his beard. She's an up and coming R&B singer. She had a kind of a little bit of a hit. He's kind of popular. Even looking at this photo, it doesn't really seem like a couple to me. He's wearing all pink, which Cameron did make popular with black men wearing pink. But I'm telling you, in the early 2000s, black men would never in their life wear pink. Now is the thing. But just look at her body language. It doesn't look like a real relationship to me. I never felt like, no. And I also noticed that you have all these beautiful black women dating guys who look like, excuse me, crackheads. When I was back in the day, not too long ago, a black girl who got it together would not be dating black guys that look like this, who look like they're on drugs or something, tatted up all over the face, lips chapped and cracked, yellow teeth, yellow fronts, unkept hair, just looking sick, looking literally like they're sick. And you see this now. You see this a lot with the guys in the industry looking like they're on drugs. They just woke up out of bed, like they don't wash, and they have these beautiful, clean, put together women. And they're also pushing that as well. Okay, which is why you have a lot of men who don't have it together with these big inflated egos, thinking that they're the bad ones and they're the dime pieces of the relationship. And it's just insane what you're seeing. So let's get into what is it that he said. What did he say? Okay, so excuse me. All right, it's on the screen. This is what he just said. Okay, now I'm going to still say allegedly. Okay? He said, since y'all want to call me a snitch, then let's just air it all out. He says, we all be taking the D in Atlanta. He says, we're all taking the penis in Atlanta. Okay, he says that I'm talking about your favorite rappers are taking it and their homeboys are giving it the D. And don't wear any skinny jeans around baby if you're not with it. So he is saying, I take the D. I'm getting eggplant. I'm getting eggplant, even though he's allegedly, supposedly in this relationship with Mariah the Scientist, as you can see. And he says, yes, also your favorite rappers in Atlanta. Now, Atlanta has a reputation. So I'm wondering, who is he talking about? I mean, look, you have 21 Savage, who is, look at these tattoos. Just look at it. You have Future. Now, look, 21 Savage is dating Big Lotto. That doesn't mean anything. Plenty of down low guys date women. Future, he could be, even though he has multiple children. That is something. A number of them do have multiple kids, even though they like the D. You have Young Thug, okay? And you have this guy right here. I'm trying to remember his name right now. He was in a song with Big Lotto that I like, Gucci Mane. I'm not shocked by it at all. And I've never felt like a guy is masculine just because he seems like a thug, because he has tattoos, he raps about certain things. It doesn't mean anything. A lot of it is a front. A lot of times, a lot of these guys have been to jail, to prison, where they do things with men in prison. And a number of them do it also for the money with executives, allegedly. Okay, so I wasn't sure about what baby he was talking about, because if I was wondering, is he talking about Lil Wayne and Baby? Baby, the group Juvenile, Lil Wayne, Louisiana, and that infamous kiss that they gave each other on the lips, and he calls him his daddy, and then he says, oh, he's like a father to me, that's why I kiss him on the lips. You know damn well no so-called thuggish black dudes, especially in the early to mid 2000s, was kissing no black man on the lips publicly. Absolutely not. And we've heard things for years. But then I said, well, is he talking about, hold on, is he talking about Meek Mill? But no, I've heard rumors about Meek Mill getting down with the men. P. Diddy, allegedly. Then I said, is he talking about this baby, the baby, the baby? Is he talking about the baby or baby, Lil Wayne's baby or the baby? I don't know, but the baby, I think, is from Atlanta, and he said the Atlanta rappers, even though we know it's nationwide. So, baby, I mean, look, it's not shocking to me if Young Thug really said this, okay? Because look at this. Take a good look. Look. No straight black man would ever, especially in the mid 2000s and early 2000s, before they was pushing all of this, wouldn't be caught, you know what, wearing skirts and dresses. First of all, he is not even a bad B trying to be a girl. He looks like he's on heroin or something to me. And he looks dirty. Even if I was a man, I wouldn't want to hit it. He looks like, he doesn't smell too good. So, I mean, seriously, in dresses and skirts, they've been trying to push this thing, gender neutral clothing. It hasn't really worked, and it's never going to really work. My thing is, live your truth if you are into men. Okay. So yeah, look at him. The skirt, the dresses, the tattoos, the nose rings, all of this stuff. Look, there was a time, like I said, it wasn't that long ago, early to mid 2000s and before that, this is how the black men used to look. They actually look clean cut, smooth, fresh, low cut Caesar. I'm not necessarily feeling that eyebrow piercing that he has, but I'm just showing you an example of how they used to look versus the things that you're seeing going on right now. Fresh cut, the waves. Look at his goatee, no face tattoos, clear skin, eyebrows not super sharp, but still looking good. This is how they used to do it, baby. This is how they look damn better than what the hell you see right now. A good portion. No, again, face clean, no tattoos on the face, fresh lined up haircut, fresh waves. Okay, the slit is okay to me. I prefer just the simple Caesar with the waves, and look at the gold tee. Everything is fresh. Okay. All right. Look, smooth skin, not body ain't tatted up like some sort of graffiti all over the body. Fresh cut, a bald head, shaved, everything smooth. All right. Let's just be honest. This is how they used to represent. I don't know what happened to them, a good portion of them. I see a few here and there that's getting back to looking clean. That's how I like my man. I like my man clean looking. So Young Thug said what he said. Interesting, he's calling himself a thug, but wears skirts and dresses. And now he's like, F it, I'm just going to say it. We're all taking the D. That's what he said. I feel embarrassed for Mariah the Scientist. But then again, I don't know. Maybe she knows all of this. Maybe that, again, this is just PR and some sort of marketing thing. They've been doing this in Hollywood for years. I couldn't help but think of Puff Daddy. You know, sometimes some of them, you hear about the Illuminati stuff. You hear about executives who want their manhood. They want them cheeks and they want these deals, and they sign the deal, and they become the playboys, the boy toys to the executives, the casting couch being broken open. I heard about the egg test. Allegedly, if you can't break the egg, I mean, it's just, or hold the egg down there. It's just craziness. Okay, so you have a lot of people talking. They're being real bold about it now. Okay, they're not hiding it as much. I mean, they do, but they don't. You have them wearing dresses and stuff, looking, Lord have mercy, tongue piercings, colorful dreadlocks, pink and blue, and all this flamboyant stuff. But then again, black men back in the day who were clean cut, like what I just showed, they was on the down low too, a number of them. But they took more pride in how they looked. But there were some things that you used to see a lot of openly is the key word, openly gay guys, black guys, how they used to have the tongue rings, 2 earrings in their ear, and doing all types of stuff. So you have to wonder, were they into men before they signed their deals and then got, slept with the executive or of the label, whoever? Or did they get turned out? Or they're just simply into men and women? And then you have to wonder if, again, do the women know? Do the women know is the big question. So I'm not 100% sure, but what I do know is that he said it. That's what's on the internet right now. He said, look, I'm going to air it out in Atlanta. All your favorite rappers who are popular, who you know about, and maybe you don't know about, we're all sleeping with each other. I just heard about club culture is in distress. Apparently in the clubs, the men are bum rushing to see the male rappers, and the women complaining about women getting in free, complaining about women getting free drinks, moving the women out the way so that they can pop bottles and spend money with the rappers. You know how they say, people will say in the Bible, they said men will be lovers of themselves. The men will want men. I mean, this has been going on since the beginning of time. Just a lot of men, especially in the black community, they were hush hush about it, quiet about it, in the closet about it, and in other people of color's community as well as I speak. But now you have these rappers, I mean, like I said, 2000s, early to mid 2000s and all that, you would never see your favorite rappers looking the way they look now. Absolutely not. And your young Gen Z daughters or Gen Alpha daughters, please teach them, because they're growing up believing that men who look like they're on heroin is normal. They think that men sagging and men wearing skirts, some of them don't think it's normal or appropriate. Some of them do, some of them don't. My thing is, if a man is just living his truth and says, look, this is who I am, this is what I like, okay. But when they want to present this thug, hardcore image, and I like all the ladies, look, I bagged Mariah the Scientist, I got a bad bee on my arm. Meanwhile, the whole time you getting D down and goggling and all that other stuff, you and your homeboys, and some even say it's a mafia type of thing, the whole industry. And maybe she knows, maybe she doesn't know. Personally, again, I felt like this was a PR relationship. Just like Kevin Gates and that Britney woman, I thought was a PR fake relationship, and a few others. It happens. So that's what he said, y'all. I just wanted to share that with you. And he's saying what people have been saying, except he's saying it as a rapper himself, that your favorite rappers are getting D down in Atlanta. But to me, it's not just Atlanta, it's your other favorite rappers too. You know, some of them who like to wear barrettes in their hair and piglets in their hair, a little twist in their hair, and all types of girly stuff, and wearing girl shoes and clothing. I don't have to say names. I think you know who I'm talking about, while pretending to be these strong, masculine men that are into women. And again, I think some of these women know about it. My thing is, why won't they just come out with it and say, look, yeah, my man's into both men and women. I know about it. I ain't got a problem with it. And him saying, yeah, I like men and women. Or, you just don't see them saying it. They say it, but they don't say it. He said it. So let me know what you think about this. Please like, share, and subscribe. Hit the bell, click all notifications, and I'll be talking to you soon. You all take care and live your truth. Bye, everybody.